Cartoons today, do they suck?
Yes.
Hey guys, how you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks for asking.
Oh, okay.
I'm really tired, been at work all day.
Me too.
Been at work all week.
Yeah.
I've not had a day off in forever.
It's alright. You can do it. You got tomorrow off, kind of.
That grind. I do have it off.
So anyway, today we're talking about cartoons.
We're talking about cartoons that are not as good as what we grew up with, because that's what happens as you get older. You start to think that anything that's not what you grew up with is not as good.
And we're starting to fall into that category.
Yep, we're getting up there.
I do like a few cartoons of today.
Like?
My favorite is Gravity Falls. I've gone on record saying how much I love Gravity Falls.
Cosplayed from it.
I cosplayed Dipper. That's my favorite cartoon that is on TV today.
Oh, you were going to say that's my favorite cosplay.
It's my favorite cosplay I've ever done. No.
Is it?
My favorite is actually, I really like the Gary King cosplay. It's so simple. I don't know, I just really like it. There's another cartoon. See, I know more cartoons nowadays than you do.
Yeah.
But, oh man, it's going. They
can't see it all, but that's alright.
So, I recently have found out that I really enjoy this newer cartoon. It's called The Amazing World of Gumball.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, I don't know how to explain
I thought that cartoon looked stupid when I saw commercials.
I did too. I was like, what is this? And
like, really stupid.
I did too. Like, I thought this looks so dumb. And then recently it was just on and I was just watching it. And I found myself, like, dreading that I was watching it because my sisters were downstairs and I was just down there. And I was just watching it and then I found myself laughing.
It's funny?
It's very funny. Like, there's a scene. One of the characters is a balloon. That's part of the genius of the show. The characters are things. Like, you could have a cat, and then, like, one of them's a banana with Google eyes.
Googly eyes.
Googly eyes.
Google eyes?
But the balloon one, there's an episode where he deflates. Like,
no!
And he's, like, deflated, and he's got this helium voice because he floats around.
Uh-huh.
And Gumball, the main character, they're in the bathroom, and he's sitting there, and he's like, I'll help you out, man. It's okay. And he's like, so come on, let's go. And he goes, Gumball, before we go, do you think you could help me out? He's deflated, remember, and they're in a stall.
Mm-hmm.
And then all you see is Gumball just go. And then they just come out and Gumball's like, this. And he goes, thanks, Gumball. And he goes, whatever, man. Essentially, he blew him.
Oh, I did not get that.
He blew him.
I did not get that.
He blew him, so he's like, whatever, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's got a lot of little... It's very random in its humor, and I just really, really like it a lot. Any
other cartoons that are going on today? I only watched one cartoon, and I'll get to it later. But
do I know what it is?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Phineas and Ferb was really good. Like, I wish they played more of it. It was a cartoon that...
Weren't you, like, really into that?
I was really into it. I still love that cartoon.
I remember you trying to talk to me about it.
I tried to get you into it because I was like, you will like this. Like, it was, like... It's just... It wasn't, like, the crazy randomness that you see on, like, Cartoon Network or something like that. But it was a cute cartoon that still had really funny moments, and they had really cool songs in almost every episode. Mm-hmm. And the episode, it was one of those cartoons that, like, it knew how to talk to a kid without talking down to a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like there was an episode where, like, they wanted these other kids move in, and they're smart like Phineas and Ferb. And the older sister's like, yeah, my brother, they build the best things, and then...
sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Dexter's Laboratory. Mm-hmm. You kids don't know what that is. Go home. But
they come in, and Candace is like, well, my brothers can build the best thing in the world. And then they spend the whole episode basically saying, and the two other brothers come in, and they're like, yeah, this is our thing. They take them to her, like, yeah, and we got, like, a soft drink dispenser in it, and it's really cool. And they're like, wow, that's cool. And then it shows Phineas and Ferb, and it's just a standard fort. And then she's like, no, you guys let me down. You build all these things. And they're like, this is our homage to the modern fort. But here's what the actual thing is. And then it goes boom, out of the ground. And there's just a multiplex plaza of forts that was like the ultimate kid thing. And it's very smart in the way they do their humor.
I feel like if we're gonna talk about cartoons today, there's one that if we do not talk about, we're going to be kicked off the internet. Do you know what that is?
Adventure Time?
Yeah.
Adventure Time.
I don't know, guys. I never got into Adventure Time. I can see where the appeal comes from.
I can agree. I tried to get into it, and it's just
there's stuff that's funny, and I am into the whole backstory. Like, it's a post-apocalyptic world.
Is it really?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
I don't know anything.
There's this crazy, like, deep story that's going on with it, and that's one of the reasons people like it so much, but, like, I've just never let myself get into it.
It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I like cosplays from it.
Cosplays are kind of cool.
It's just, I don't know, it's never really been high up on my list of cartoons to watch. But most cartoons nowadays aren't. Are there any others that you're watching, or that your sisters watch that you?
There's a new one that just came out on another one that's actually pretty funny, and when I catch it, I do watch it. It's on Nickelodeon, and it's kind of following the art style of the Cartoon Network thing.
Samurai Jack reboot?
Stop. No, it's called Harvey Beaks, and it's about this little bird named Harvey.
I saw commercials for that.
It's pretty funny. It's really cute. There was a joke in it that made
Was there an
laugh.
Angry Birds cartoon?
There was talks of one for
I felt like they did that
time. I heard there was going to be a movie, and I was like, how will they do this? I think they quit.
Yeah. Is that still coming?
I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, I only watched one cartoon, and you do know what it is. I was just trying to play with you. But it's not a new cartoon, but it is still getting new episodes, so I think it still counts. SpongeBob SquarePants.
I know you disagree, but I don't like new SpongeBob. I've tried.
SpongeBob is not bad.
It
was like season 10, I think is what it was.
No,
it was the crap season, but now it's good again.
Here's my thing about SpongeBob. Every time I see a new episode, SpongeBob, okay, in the older episodes, like when we were kids, they made him young and naive, but he was still kind of smart.
No, he wasn't.
Go with me.
I can't go with you on this. He was never smart.
He was never smart, but okay, just...
No, he was never... I don't agree at all with this. I thought he was always an idiot.
He was always an idiot, but he was never pandering. A pandering idiot. Like, he could figure out a problem. But
I don't think he's pandering anymore.
He's so pandering. Come on.
No, he's not.
I'm afraid of the dark even though I blink my eyes. Even when I blink my eyes, that's so pandering to little kids. Kids are smart. You know, it's just...
I feel like you're thinking about the new movie that came out.
No.
It's not like that.
That was pandering. The new movie was garbage. But I don't know. It just... To me, they make him less... He acted like a kid in the old episodes, but it was never to the point to where he was, like, retarded. Sorry about my words.
I don't think he's like that now.
He is, though, in my opinion.
Have you even watched the new season?
I've seen stuff from the newest episodes, and he's always just like, I don't know. I feel like all he does is go to the Krusty Krab and work. It's just, there's no variety.
I'll agree it's not as good.
There's no variety in the episodes.
Yeah, there is. I agree that it's not as good as it was when we were younger, but I still think it's got quality stuff going on in there. And they still put in jokes all the time that are, like, meant for adults that little kids aren't going to get. Like, I see it all the time when I'm watching it. I just watched a new episode the other day when I was eating breakfast. I cannot remember what it was. It was the first time I saw that episode. But Plankton did a joke that was so adult that it, like, took me back. I was like, what? Did he just say that?
Plankton is the only character, in my opinion, this is all my opinion, that still is hilarious. Just because if there's a Plankton episode of a new episode that it actually makes me laugh. This is kind of an older episode. It was maybe 3-4 years now. But he turns Mr. Krabs old. Mm-hmm. And in it, he yells, "Get out of my way, Methuselah." And
I remember that.
And do you know what Methuselah is?
I'm not sure.
Methuselah is, in the Bible at least.
That's why I don't know what it is.
He's Noah's father, and he's credited as being the oldest man to ever live. He lived to be, in the Bible it says he lived
That's
to be
why I love SpongeBob. They'll put stuff like that in. Like, kids aren't expected to know that. Like, I don't know. SpongeBob I think is great, and I still think the stuff that's coming out today is, I don't want to say great, but I still think it's quality, and I don't change the channel. I only change the channel if it's that one season where it was super gross.
Oh, yeah.
I'd hate that.
Let's have a freaking couch land on Squidward's toe and have his non-existent toenail rip off.
And the splinter episode?
Let's have SpongeBob have this splinter where his thumb gets infected and gross.
God, that's effing disgusting.
Let's have him get this ick disease that makes him grow green.
That was all one season. That season is disgusting. I cannot stand that season. That is the season where I'm like, SpongeBob is not good anymore. Like, you gotta stop. The other thing I will say is I don't like how Tom Kenny does his voice anymore.
Well, that's not his fault. I've explained.
Well, I don't care if it's his fault or not. I don't like it.
I've explained to you why he does this.
Why?
Maybe it's not. Oh, no, it was Sam I was explaining. The reason he has to do that is because as you get older, he's doing more. He does a ton of characters.
Oh, is a voice straining?
It's a voice strain thing, so his voice is getting deeper as he's getting older because his voice is straining, so he has to make the voice higher.
He's making it too high.
He can't help it. That's what he's got to do.
I just don't like where it's at.
Like you go back to like...
What's wrong with the other characters' voices are all exactly the same?
Well, it's because Tom Kenny has to really change. The guy that does Patrick's voice, I mean...
Also, Patrick...
He's just doing this.
Patrick, he's the one character that actually kind of annoys me now. Like, you say it about SpongeBob, but I think Patrick... Back in the day, you got one of two Patricks. And it was that way for the whole episode. You either got friend Patrick, who's just there to tag along, or you got the biggest idiot you have ever seen in your life. And he literally does things that you're like, I cannot believe I just saw this. But now, that's always Patrick. Like, they took out the I'm just being the best friend Patrick. And I like to see that Patrick.
The Patrick where he just kind of walk up and take one of the dots off of his face,
yeah,
his belly, and just put it on while SpongeBob's on his nose while SpongeBob...
Like, I feel like they have Patrick be really, really stupid.
But yes, and Patrick always had these little moments where he would just, like, be stupid, but then every now and then he would just have a little blink of genius.
Yeah, and I feel like they don't do that anymore.
They don't.
But that's the one thing I don't really like.
We can't talk about a ton of new cartoons today because we don't really watch a ton of new cartoons.
Because they don't catch me. Like, maybe I'm just getting old. That might be what it is.
Gravity Falls just happened to catch me. I watched 2 or 3 episodes and then I was just like, this show, because it's another one that's smart. It's got a really good story and it's smart in its humor, as well as it's also got a bunch of really randoms, and it's got a very good cast. Mm-hmm. Like it's Kristen Shaw as Mabel and the guy from The Event. I can't think of his name. Jason Ritter, the guy from The Event.
Main character.
He's Dipper, yeah. Okay. And I would have never known, but.
I just thought of an episode that we should do sometime.
Okay.
Canceled TV shows that need to come back.
Yes.
I'm not afraid to tell you guys because we're about to be off for 5 weeks. You'll forget.
You'll forget it.
Okay, would you want to move on to the question of the day?
Oh, that does remind me. We are going to be gone for 5 weeks after tomorrow.
We'll tell them. Let's go ahead and do the question.
It's time for the question of the day.
Do it better than that.
It's time for the question of the day.
It's like it's final week, man. What are you doing? Light in the wind again.
Hey, buddy.
What was your reaction when you found out Christopher Lee passed away?
Ooh. That is a good question. Is that a recent question? I haven't seen that.
No, this happened the day that it happened. We were backed up a lot of questions.
Dang, I must not have seen that one. Let's see. Has she been the question all week?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Good
she
on
won't
you.
be tomorrow.
Oh. Almost a perfect week. My reaction to Christopher Lee, I was fairly sad. I wasn't like grief stricken just because I knew it had to be coming soon, just because he was getting up there.
I feel like that's how everybody felt. Like, dang, this really sucks, but is it really a shock?
It really sucks. It was more, for me, it was less of a, I'm so sad that he's gone. It was less of that, and it was more of, wow, this man made it to that ripe old age of 93, I think it was.
And he accomplished so much.
He was fought in World War II. Or one or two? No, 2.
No, not 1.
He fought in World War II.
When do you think World War I happened?
I was like, wait, what? No. He fought in World War II. He was a spy at one point in his life. He played Dracula. The Count.
He had an effing metal band.
Yeah, he had a metal band. They did Christmas metal songs, which was it's even like, what? He did cameos and other. Have you ever listened to his metal stuff?
No.
It's pretty cool. But he sings and it's very kind of operatic, but but you look at it and it's not something I would listen to just to like jam out to, but it's cool to listen to because it's like, man, this dude is in his late 80s and doing metal.
What do you think about Dooku?
I love Dooku. I thought he
You
was.
love Count Dooku?
I thought he was a cool villain. But you know, we've gone on this. I love the prequels.
Yeah, I do too.
Because we suck apparently.
Because we're from the generation that likes him.
Yeah. I know plenty of kids in our generation that hate him.
Yeah, but the most people that do are from our generation or younger.
Mm-hmm. But I really liked Dooku a lot. I thought he was a cool villain. Not the coolest villain, but come on, he was the one that had that first lightsaber fight with Yoda.
Yeah,
That
a
we
lot of
ever
people
got to
hate
see.
that fight.
How?
I don't want to see Yoda jumping around.
Why? It's
Yeah,
so
I wanna
cool.
see it.
Like it makes sense, you know.
I wanted more Dooku.
I would have loved to have. You get more Dooku in the Clone
It's not
Wars.
Christopher Lee, though.
It's not. It doesn't even sound like him. It doesn't even look like him.
Really?
No, it looks like you could tell they tried. They tried to make them look kind of like the actors without making them basically be the actors because otherwise they'd have to pay them image rights.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
I don't know. I thought Anakin's looked pretty close on.
Anakin, they all look fairly close. But
Did you hear that Obi-Wan's getting his own movie? I'm not kidding. I'm not lying to you. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I can't remember where it was announced.
With who? With Ewan McGregor?
I don't know. We'll have to look this up. I don't want to say any more before I get your hopes up too much. I just read this online. I thought it looked like it was legit. I might be wrong.
If it's Ewan McGregor,
we'll look it up after this episode.
He was young Obi-Wan. I would love to have that. Have him do desert stuff.
But we're talking about
Okay.
Christopher Lee.
But
I don't
anyway.
know. I really don't know what else there's to say. Like you
this,
said,
this isn't as big a deal to you.
I gotta
I'm
get
sorry.
my reaction.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I wasn't super sad. I was more happy. Not that he's dead, but I was happy because I thought about it. And I was just like, he did so much. Like,
He lived.
and
that
I'm
life.
glad. This might sound bad to think about when it happened, but it did cross my mind. I was like, I'm glad his roles are done. Like, and we're not gonna have to, because his roles are great, and I wouldn't want someone else to have to try and take him over. So I'm glad he got to. Finish
Yeah, I
it
get
out.
what you're saying. You like what happened with the original Dumbledore in the Harry Potters. He did the
Yeah.
first 2 movies and then he passed, and they had to recast someone. So it's like you got that weird transition.
Yeah, and I
Into
just
2 and
don't
3.
feel like anyone else could pull off like
No.
if they did more Lord of the Rings and somehow he was alive.
No one.
Nobody could pull it off.
No one could be
Like-
Saruman.
Like, I don't know what else they would do.
Oh,
And have him be there. More prequels or something.
I guess he's dead.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious. He's the villain of the whole series.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, there was one at Indie PopCon. Did you see the picture of him?
Saruman?
Yeah, he got on stilts. He was 9 feet tall.
What?
Because they said they looked up his actual height, so they made him that height, and they had him like in all the dark armor.
So wizards are actually supposed to be that tall?
Well, he is like in his like, I guess they're that
Wait,
tall.
wait, I'm thinking of Sauron.
Oh, that's what I meant to say.
Not
My
Sauron.
bad.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
He was 9 feet tall
Yeah.
though? Sauron? Wow.
It was crazy, dude.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So anyway, but yeah.
I hate him in The Hobbit though.
Sauron or Saruman?
Saruman. Not The Hobbit. Sorry.
Lord of the Rings.
I hate him in which one of the Lord of the Rings I really hate him in. I think it was the second one.
Sauron
Yeah.
or Saruman?
Christopher Lee.
Okay.
I get the
Saruman.
names mixed up.
Yeah,
man.
it sucks.
They're so close. Like
And
when
the-
I first watched him, I was like, "What the f?"
They don't try in the cartoon of that. They don't try. They call him Auruman.
That's
They don't-
nice.
They don't even try.
We need to wrap it up, you guys. Because I got stuff to do today, and we got one more episode to do today.
Yeah.
So we are ending the season. It ends after tomorrow. We're gonna have a 5-week break, but you guys can continue watching our stuff by going to the link in the description and jumping over to Nakamacast, where we do this sort of thing, but it's much longer and with other people.
So if you
Yeah.
like us and you like hearing us talk about anime, then
Yeah, it's all anime
it's
based.
all anime with a little pop culture here and there.
So jump over there, subscribe to that to let us know that's what you like.
Next week's episode should be a doozy.
Why?
Because Drew and I had that big debate.
That's this week's episode.
It's coming out this week. Oh, I guess it is.
I guess it comes out probably today.
Well, I was thinking because did the Final Fantasy one come out last week?
Yeah, it's already out.
I knew it was out, but I feel like it came out like 2 days ago.
No.
Oh.
It's been out since like the weekend.
Oh, that's right.
Like Saturday.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys can also follow us right here. This is Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. For me, for you, that is not your Snapchat.
My Snapchat is Jimmy D Richards, all one word.
And when you share this, or screenshots, or fan art, or anything that you want to share, or wishing us a good in-between season break because we're not going to be... For you guys, you're not going to see anything. We're going to be working the whole time.
Yeah.
To make it the show better. Like, Weekday 1-up's not disappearing for us. You're just not seeing it.
Yeah. We'll be working. We'll be around.
You can hashtag WD1UP.
Right there. See it?
Yeah. And we do look for the hashtag, especially on Instagram.
Instagram is the place we look the most.
Honestly, I don't know the last time I looked for it on Twitter.
I don't think I've ever checked on Twitter.
I have, but I don't remember the last time.
Was there anything?
It was a long time ago. There was nothing.
Well, guess what? Stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy, guys.
Rest in peace, Christopher Lee.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to watch yesterday's video, click right here in the center of the screen.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And read the description to find our other channels, plus our Twitch and more.
Nice, bro.
You should keep that in.